This is part 2 of my 6-part series on the ladies of Beowulf. So let's just jump straight into this. Imagine a wedding feast where the guests are not looking at the bride, but staring in hatred at the looted heirlooms hanging on a warrior's hip. Freawaru is what we're going to talk about right now, and the story of Freawaru takes place mostly in backstory, as Beowulf is talking to Hygelac after he goes back to Geatland. I don't even think we even know she exists until that point. She is Hrothgar and Orfeo's daughter. So the basics, I guess. Her name translates roughly to lordly guardian, or peace guardian. I think we're going to go with peace guardian because of her future. Daughter of Hrothgar and Queen Theo, a Danish princess who never speaks in Beowulf, mentioned only in Beowulf's reports to his own king Hygelac. Betrothed to Ingild, a prince of the Hathobards. It's important to understand that the Danes and the Hathobards are at war for a very long time because of something that Hrothgar did. And again, we talk about this in the Heroes of Beowulf series. The marriage is meant to end the long feud between the Danes and the Hathobards. Beowulf predicts the marriage will fail. She represents the peace pledge, a woman married off to create peace. And this is, again, a common theme in all of the women in this series. At the wedding feast, a Danish warrior will wear looted Hathobard armor. And the Hathobard warrior will see it and remember his dead father and brothers, telling a younger warrior, "Look at the armor. It was stolen from us. Our people died for it. You must avenge them." Violence will break out and the peace will shatter. And this is pretty much what Beowulf says to Hygelac as his opinion of what's going to happen. And that the marriage to the Hathobards was a bad idea. The peace with the system, a woman married off to end a feud between two tribes, meant to create peace, but with no real power. This is the horrible thing about this situation as well. She's married off as effectively like a peace offering, but has no power whatsoever within the realms of her role in all this. The code of honor and vengeance is stronger than marriage. Men value avenging their dead more than keeping the peace. Objects remind people of past wrongs, and a woman cannot overcome these forces alone. All responsibility for peace falls on her shoulders, and if it fails, people will blame her. But she has no power over the prevention of the failure. So she cannot prevent it from failing, yet she will incur effectively all of the blame. It shows that Beowulf is not just a monster slayer. It shows that Beowulf isn't just a monster slayer. He understands human nature and politics, knows that you cannot marry over a history of violence, and recognizes that the objects carry powerful memory. We're talking about armor here because the armor typically, because chainmail is very expensive. Beowulf mentions that his chainmail was made by Wayland, which if you want to read about Wayland, what is it? It's the, give me a sec. The Elder Edda, it's in there. It is called the Valandakvita. I'll show you on a better clip than the one I just did then. But he's a smith. He's a blacksmith. Or a smith, whatever you want to call him. Wayland or Valand. And very good at what he does. And so his chainmail will be very, very expensive. Probably passed down to him from his father, Ejthal. Freawaru and Hildeburh. Hildeburh is someone we get to in this series as well. She is, I do believe, she is part of the Finnsburg fragment. Another Danish princess married after the Frisian king to end a feud. The marriage failed. Her brother, son, and husband all died in the resulting war. Her story is told earlier in Beowulf as part of it's called the Finnsburg episode. So it's a different part of the whole Finnsburg thing. If you read the Finnsburg fragment, it talks about the actual battle itself. In Beowulf, it talks about kind of the aftermath of that battle. Hildeburh represents the past failure of peace pledge. Freawaru represents the future failure of a peace pledge. Both women are trapped in the same impossible situation. History is repeating itself. The cycle of violence cannot be broken, because women in this time period almost literally had no meaning. It's horrible to say that, but it's a fact. It's just absolutely fucking true. I mean, we valued War Guild far more than we valued women's lives. So just because you married into a tribe doesn't mean those two tribes are going to clash at some point in the future. Why Freawaru matters. Monsters can be defeated, but human hatred cannot. Freawaru is less powerful than the objects around her. Think about that for a second. All hatred cannot be forgotten. Ingild will choose vengeance over his wife. Tribal conflicts cannot be solved through marriage alone. It says here that the poem is pessimistic about the future, and yes, it is. It's elegiac, right? It's everything fucking dies in this poem. Even right at the very end, the Geats are in despair at their imminent destruction from the Swedes. Monsters die easily in heroic age. It's the ancient human hatreds that cannot be killed. In the end, the sword spoke much louder than the vows spoken at the altar. She was meant to weave peace between nations, but fate got there first. Yeah, I think every woman in this entire poem is tragic in one way or another, whether it be because they were married off to another tribe and then that peace doesn't hold, or Grendel's mother. And let's just be happy we don't have to deal with this kind of shit nowadays. So yeah, this is part 2. Part 3 will be out on Wednesday, and we're going to discuss Grendel's mother. It's going to be a slightly longer video because it's going to be more on the legal side, but yes. Anyway, the YouTube algorithm thinks you'll like either one of these 2 videos. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed, like the video if you like the video, and I'll see you on the next one.